Guys, welcome back to paradise. We are still in Manitou Weather Station Lodge, and this is our first full day. We had a great half day yesterday, caught a bunch of bass, had a ton of fun laker fishing at sunset, but we're gonna log some hours. We're gonna chase some of the big old walleyes. This isn't the type of place you'd go to catch 60 walleyes, but this is the place you'd go to catch 5 big ones. Because I got a little tournament tomorrow. It's called Clay versus Jay versus Clay, whatever you want to call it. Essentially, I need to find a bunch of big walleyes today. The boat is dialed. We got everything ready to go. Look at this sweet location, guys. If you want to come to Manitou Weather Station Lodge, I'll link them below. They're giving deals for June, but just in general, this is such an affordable place. It's boat 2, which makes it really easy. You don't have to fly to get here. Yeah, it's a little piece of paradise. We're in the middle of nowhere. It's about an hour boat ride to get here, plus the drive to the landing. But I'm happy to be back. But enough talk, we are gonna go hopefully find some walleyes. We got some breeze. It's gonna be hot, it's gonna be good. Here we go. All right guys, we made it to the starting area I wanna check out. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring you along for the day, breaking down, you know, what I'm looking for, how I'm setting up, and this is good for scouting a new lake, or this is good for pre-fishing for a tournament. But the focus is gonna be a lot of screen time and not as much fishing time, because electronics are so good that the fish have a pretty tough time hiding. There's situations where in rocks, you know, walleyes can be tough to see, but like we're gonna be fishing probably some sand, some weeds, some shallow bays. I'm gonna see them on live scope or side imaging. I'm very confident. So we might drive for 3-4 hours and then cast once we're confident, because I want to sample a bit of everything to know what we're dealing with. Tomorrow, the competition is gonna be 5 longest walleyes against Clayton Schick Outdoors. So yeah, today's kind of prep day. I want to catch some big fish. Do I want to catch 5 big fish? I mean, yes, but I don't need to. I'd rather catch them tomorrow. But that being said, we're gonna do a lot of driving. We got side imaging set up. I'm shooting 80 feet to either side. Side imaging is amazing technology. It's been around for a number of years now, and it's just such a good way to scan to swath areas. And then you've got live scope, which is shooting 135-degree plane, mostly in front of the boat. So I'm shooting 100 feet in front of the boat. I can see fish, I can see weeds before I get to them. So you're probably gonna see time lapse of me driving. If I see something interesting, I'll show you what's on my screen, but for now we're driving. And I really have no idea what depth these fish are gonna be, but here we go. We're gonna be auto charting as well, which is creating a map as we're driving. I see a fish 60 feet in front of the boat. All right, we are rigged up. Got my 2 weapons for pre-fish. We got swim bait, 3.5-inch. Been using it a bunch this spring. This is called the Slick Shiner. This is on a 7'6" medium action rod. This is a 7.6 medium light. I got a drop shot on here. Drop shot for walleye, something we're gonna talk about as well today. It's a little good for finesse. It's really good for putting in front of fish and being accurate with it, which is I think what's gonna be happening with the live scope if we, you know, can see a fish at a distance. The water's super clear here, so I think staying off the fish and casting towards them could be helpful. Then again, last time when we were here, Sam was jigging under the boat in 6 feet of water and crushed them. So who knows, but yeah, hopefully we can figure it out. There's a lot of bait down there. See some shallow weeds as well. So I got the trolling motor in. I will spot lock if I need. There's a fish 40 feet ahead of the boat. Multiple maybe. Wow, there's weird stuff going on. That fish is chasing me down. Always chasing it. Look at this. Got him. Okay. First bite of the trip. Did you see that fish hunting? Oh, if this is a walleye, this is big. First drop. This fish is big. Oh, I saw some bait, and then I saw 2 fish, and the one fish looked like it was hunting in the bait. He's sitting on the bottom right now. Guys, we're off to a good start. We're gonna lay a waypoint there. I can't tell what it is. Might be a pike. It's good size. I couldn't get a good look at it. I was hoping it was gonna be a monster walleye. I mean, there's lake trout, there's pike, there's muskie, it could be anything. Come on, it's a muskie. Muskies don't open for a couple weeks. So we're gonna deal with this guy quickly. Not even gonna bring him over. Well, I thought we were gonna have a 30-inch walleye on the first drop, but we had a beautiful muskie. Jigging muskie is cool. That makes me want to jig for muskies, but that's not what we were looking for. I think muskies open June 20th or so. Coming up soon. Yes, right under the boat. This is some weight. No, 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 no. Ah, no. I was thinking first walleye right there. All right, we are making move to a new area. We picked this area apart pretty hard, but a muskie, decent sized pike. No walleyes yet. We might have lost a walleye, but the day is young. It's time to catch a walleye, guys. I'm feeling good about this spot. Fishing some deeper sand. I think there's gonna be some weed scattered. There's some big marks. Look at those fish on the right. Those dark shadows. 16 feet of water, they're just cruising by the boat. So good. Look at that big blob swimming. He's swimming right towards my leech. He's like staring at it, tasting it. We need to confirm these are walleyes. Man, these are big marks. 2 of them. Someone right at my leech. What walleye doesn't want a leech? It's just an aquarium down there. I'm not sure what these are, but they are big. This is just wild. I'm gonna set a drop shot over and I'm just gonna let it sit, let it soak, not move it. Maybe I'll have to get off the fish and cast onto them. That could be potential too. Oh, I got a bite. I got a fish. And I got a peel over my pants. Let me just do my fly up. Finally, I set my rod down to pee, and of course, that's when the fish eats the leech when I'm doing nothing. I'm a disaster. Is this a walleye? Yes, and it's a good one. Ooh. That is what I'm talking about. First walleye of the trip, and it's a good one, probably 24 inches. So good, so good. It just took doing nothing. All right, here's what we're doing. We are drop shotting. I'll link you to the previous, I did a video earlier this year talking about drop shotting, how I rig it up, but essentially it's a weight, chunk of line, and then a hook above it. So that weight sits on the bottom and that bait can just be hovered at the perfect depth above them. So from what I saw, those fish didn't want any movement. I went to go pee, all of a sudden my rod loaded up. So that's a good sign. I'm feeling good. We got leeches, courtesy of Lake of the Woods Marina. Check them out, new marina on Lake of the Woods. And that is hot lunch right there. This sunny, fairly calm day will make this way tougher. Some cloud and wind would help a lot, but I mean, I can see the fish are here. I know they're here. Do I want to catch all of them? No, because I want to save them for tomorrow. If they're still here, the wind could switch and they could all be gone. But I spent a lot of time driving today, and this was a spot that Sam and I walleye fished last year. So I had a hunch there may be some fish there. We are 3 weeks earlier this time. Ooh, that fish is looking at my leech. He likes the leech. He's staring right at it. He just ate it. Yes. Wind is picking up, and we are hooked up. I just spot locked. Beauty. Thing's a shark. There we go. Probably 21, 22 incher, beautiful fish. Couple fish, pot of them just moved in, 3 of them. I'm holding it high up in front of him. See if he wants to eat it. Is he swimming by? And he did. Oh, wow. No, 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 no. Wow, that was cool. All of a sudden there's no fish and then a pod. Look at this big blob coming over. Look at this big blob coming over. He's looking right at my leech. Oh no. Something, oh wow. He did not like something. There's two of them. Wow, they are spooky. There we go. Having to play with these fish so much. Ooh, someone's got some weight. Like holding a leech in their face. This is not swim bait crushing. This is, fish are tentative. Clear water, it's fairly shallow. That's the biggest one yet. Ooh, he's got big shoulders. Nice. Let's throw this guy on the bump board. So we know what we're dealing with. Look at that, just barely hooked in the snout. Came out so easy. All right, let's throw this guy on the board. Tail touching, 28. Awesome. Well guys, we finally found the walleye. And they're big, and they're taking some work, but they're eating. All right, this big beauty's going back. Oh. That makes me wonder what is swimming down there, seeing some of those marks. And you know, after seeing how those fish react, I think I might even try a split shot in a leech yet. Just split shot hook to let it swim even more freely. And maybe go lighter line. I'm using 12-pound fluoro, might have to go 8 or 6. Crazy. All right, back into the danger zone. It is windy, I apologize for the wind noise. Ooh, that guy's coming for it. I'm just gonna hold it still. You don't need to do anything. Like, this is the definition of finesse fishing. Like just holding a leech on a small little hook. He's right on it right now, and he just got spooked. Ooh, that's a big one coming for it now. He's coming fast. There we go. That's big. That's big. Ooh. Ooh. I just had to loosen it off a bit there. Oh boy. We got a good one. We got a good one. Wind is howling. Walleyes are snapping. Ooh. I just want to play it slow with that small hook. You got to be careful. Oh baby, what do we have? Could it be the elusive 30-incher? This fish is fighting way harder than any of the others. Oh man. I like these long whippy rods for this 7.5 medium light. It just loads up so good. That's pretty big. That is pretty big. Yeah, that's really big. That's a really big walleye. Oh wow. Oh wow. We got a good one. That is a tank. That is a tank. All right, he's going right on the bump board. Wow. 30.5. Wow. Look at the size of this walleye. That is by far my biggest walleye of the year. One of my biggest shield walleyes ever. And we're gonna get her right back. These big fish are so important to release, guys. I can't stress it. Minimal time out of the water. And she is gonna be good. She fought hard. So this is the point in the day where a good tournament angler would leave this spot and go somewhere else. But I don't want to, and I'm not going to. And I'm gonna search some more spots yet, but I wanna catch as many as I can now, because for all we know, the wind could shift tomorrow. And it might be different if I was spending $1,000 on an entry fee for a tournament and I knew I was gonna win money. But I'm not winning any money against Clayton, so I'm gonna catch the crap out of these walleyes. Yeah, I mean, the lesson is just like trusting your electronics. We are marking them now. We are on fish. You know, obviously, this is a spot I'd caught walleyes in the past, but I wasn't gonna fish here if we weren't marking them. So they're here, the wind's perfect. It's putting them up, pushing this up on the sand flat. And yeah, it's good. So I like to hook them just by the sucker end here. That's a big jumbo leech. Just right by the sucker end, and there you go. Hot lunch. Having fun? This is good. This is good. It is scary that we're catching all our walleyes on one spot though. I mentioned it in that previous drop shot video, but drop shotting is so effective, and it's not just good for beginners. It is good for beginners because if you're fishing, you know, near weeds, you need to keep your bait above the weeds, or, you know, a snaggy area. The weight sits on the bottom and the bait sits above, and it's in that strike zone. In this situation, the weight was sitting on the bottom, the leech was swimming above. I wasn't dealing with weeds, but dealing with, you know, tentative fish, and all they're seeing is that little hook and you know, the leech. If I wanted to, I could have even just done a split shot and a little hook. But drop shot, so effective. It's really good for like right on target if you're using live scope or electronics, you're trying to, you know, sharp shoot, catch specific fish. It's really good for getting down fast because you can get away with the heavy weight. Anyways, I'm gonna do some more safarying, looking around, auto charting, mapping stuff, trying to find some plan B's and C's as well, so we're not having all of our eggs in one basket. But I think the wind is supposed to be consistent tomorrow as what it is today, which is huge, huge in my favor, because that'll stack the fish up, stack the bait up, and hopefully they stay overnight. Ooh, this fish is looking at me. I said I was leaving, but I marked one more. He's coming back for the kill. Come on, baby. This looks pretty big. Ooh, he's big. He's bigger than I thought. He just kissed it. He just kissed it. There we go. Didn't think he was that big. Rod is just buckled. He's just staying down. Ooh, I do not like when that line touches the bottom of the boat. Look at that bend. As much as I'd like to use lighter line tomorrow to maybe finesse them, I don't know. They are just fighting so hard. It's coming up. Oh, come on, baby. Okay, I can see the leader. Still can't see the fish. Wow, that's big. That's really big. Come on. Anytime you're fishing with tiny hooks, it just makes me nervous. Oh, wow. I gotta get out of here, guys. I gotta get out of here. Look at this one. This one's a little leaner, but it's long. Yeah, just under 29 and a quarter, almost 29 and a half if I real pinch it. All right, one last hog, 29 and a quarter, 29 and a half, whatever you want to call it. A big, perky walleye, unreal. Oh, that's a big fish. I have an addiction and it's big walleyes. And I'm just such a bad tournament angler. He's there. I know he's there. Oh, he's gonna eat it. Ooh, that feels heavy. Worst tournament angler of the year? Jay Siemens. Yeah, I caught every fish before the Derby. That's big. Wow, that is just a golden whale. This is silly. This is absolutely silly. This is probably my best day of walleye fishing ever. 28 incher. Oh, Clayton. I'm not taking too much credit. I'm not taking much credit. I give the credit to Manitou Weather Station Lodge. This little rig has done me good. That's a wide gap Gamakatsu. It's like what you use for like a Senko for flipping. And we got a little drop shot weight that I melted myself at home with a Do It mold. This is a 12-pound fluoro. This is heavy. A lot of people do this with probably 6-pound. We got 10-pound main line, braid, Power Pro. I get a lot of questions about what yellow braid I use. 7.6 NRX Plus, medium light. Probably my favorite rod that I own. We're calling it a wrap for this video. That was just absolute madness. We got a winning spot, I think. I mean, we've been here for an hour and a half. You're in trouble. You're in trouble, Clayton Schick. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to wear your life jacket, and please check out Manitou Weather Station Lodge. Amazing owners, super beautiful location, and some pretty good fishing to boot. You gotta support our tourism folks right now. They're hurting, and yeah, do whatever you can. Thank you guys for watching, and we are not done at Manitou Weather Station Lodge. I'm a greedy fisherman.